As a 6-year-old, I always wanted to make games. That was like what I wanted to do. And I guess like as I grew up, all I can think of is like, how could you do that? So I went to my first Playcrafting meetup and I met like people that were actually making games, and there was a clear pathway to finally like make a game from start to finish, and like I knew I had to jump in on this. I went to one of the first Playcrafting Unity courses. What I learned in the course was kind of like understanding how to break your vision down into these small, sizable chunks, understanding the intricacies of Unity, how to make your game, and just a lot of like programming, which is the most intense part. My final project was this game called Don't Look Away, and everyone learned something different from the course and brought it all together to make this project really cool. So Don't Look Away is a psychological horror experience. You are trapped in this room with this entity. You try to find your way out, looking for clues or little hints to find an escape from this room. We didn't realize how successful it'd be. We have up to 250,000 downloads right now with no marketing or anything crazy like that. So Don't Look Away was incredibly successful for like this student project, and it honestly wouldn't have happened if we didn't like come together from like this Playcrafting Unity course. I started my own independent game studio called Made in Brooklyn Games, and we are currently working on Museum Multiverse. It's a puzzle platformer for the Oculus Go and Gear VR. As a kid that wakes up in a cursed museum, you have to find your way out by jumping into the different paintings to find your way out. Each art world is a different perspective change in VR. Potion Panic was this game for Facebook Instant Games where you play as a sorcerer apprentice that really has no idea what they're doing. You guess what ingredients will help a particular sick monster. You usually get it wrong, which is a very funny like mechanic. We made this game called Calcareous at the Indie Game Jam. We made this for this arcade cabinet that kind of had every button imaginable, so we just kind of thought of like what can be made with this, including like the controllable like orb egg that you actually have to protect. Our finished product was actually showcased outside of the theater center at the Game Awards, the 2017 Game Awards. Playcrafting is kind of like this video game family now of people making really cool games that will all one day be incredibly successful, hopefully. Fingers crossed.